So today it is Experimental Monday and we're gonna do this look. And it's very, I guess it could be unusual, could be very outgoing. So if you want to see how I did this look and see how I experimented with colors, please keep watching. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to put on is the primer from Australis. This is just to cover my pores. Got it all on there. I'm just going to let that sit for a little bit while I find the next product. So now using the Rimmel Matte Perfection 200 Soft Beige, I'm going to apply this to my face using my finger. I'm going to squirt 1.5 on the back of my hand. I'm going to use my index finger and I'm just going to apply it to my face. As so. The reason I do this is purely because a foundation brush will soak up so much. I have to use 3 pumps just to cover my face. By applying it with my finger, it's warming the product up and it's going to distribute it a lot more. And this is a lighter foundation, so it's gonna go a little bit more because it's got a bit of an oily base to it. So get all those corners all the way up to the hairline. Taking a foundation brush, I'm just gonna apply some on my brush and just, because it's just too difficult because there's so many bumps and lumps and it's really an awkward area. And the reason why I do my neck is purely because it ain't the same colour as my arms. Over the one with foundation, all my little spots, and I just let it sit there for a little while. I then move on to my eyebrows, and why I do this is to allow the foundation to kind of sit, to give it a process where it'll just kind of mellow into my skin. And I use a buffing brush as well to help buff it in a little bit more, just to make it not look so oily as well. So grabbing my buffing brush, I'm just going to grab any leftover that's on my hands and I'm just going to go kind of stipple it on my face and also buff as well any areas. And I kind of avoid the areas that have the more foundation and where my scars are sitting. So now I'm going to grab my spoolie brush and I'm just going to refix my eyebrows. So you can already tell the difference between shape in either eyebrow. This one has a lot more definition, and what I'd like to do is just give it a clean look by sweeping the brush over. And it looks so much more better and more eyebrow to define the face with. So there we go. I can either leave it like that, but I like to fill in the little sparse spots that are in the end. So grabbing my Nudes palette by Chi and using this shade and using the brow pencil. Oh no, it's all good. I thought there was a scratch in it. It's okay. My heart went boom. Jumped a beat, it did. So I'm just going to apply this to the ends. So it just fills it in a little bit more. And I like the best method is to actually look in a further mirror away, so then you can see if there's anything further away that you can tell. Because I know looking up close you can fill it in, but looking further away helps with those spots as well. So done with that. So now using the Exotic palette by Chi, you can tell I haven't really used it just because I haven't tried it yet. So what I'm thinking I would like to do today is actually use a gold top and then put a green underneath my eye. So we'll see how this goes. So grabbing a base shadow brush, I am just going to get this shade here, the lighter one, and apply that to my lid. And try generously to stipple it on. It's a beautiful gold tone. Now, grabbing my shading brush, I'm just going to grab the darker shade of the gold and I'm going to place it here in the top bit. As weird as it is, Let's see why. And I'm actually not going by any picture. This is just purely what my thought process is going through. So maybe even drag it down. And then swing it back in. And if you can kind of look, it's kind of got a bit of a greeny tinge to the inner corner. So now grabbing the same color again, we're just going to go from the inner corner. Oh, I can't see the inner corner. What am I talking about? The top of the lid bit. I'm going to bring it back this way. Doesn't look as good as the other one. Now start shading that in, and you want to kind of have that whole fade out look. We don't want any harsh lines. I'm not a big person of that whole I'm a line. Let's put sticky tape there. We're really drawn to this green at the moment, so what I'm going to do is grab this angle brush and I'm going to line the bottom lash. So what this will do, because my eyes are green, it'll go boom. That's what I'm kind of hoping anyway. Using this black shade, I'm just going to trace the top using the same angle brush and just cleaning it off. There we go. That's what I've done with just experimenting with the Exotic palette, and I really do like it. They are just amazing eyeshadows, and there's so much in there for little price that I use. So Chi, thank you. I'm just gonna grab my eyelash curler. That's so random. I'm just gonna curl them upwards. Now grabbing my Rimmel Scandeleyes mascara, I'm just gonna coat the top lashes, and you can tell with using that black shadow as a liner, it's helped make the lashes look so much thicker. Now using Rimmel's Natural Bronzer in the shade 22 Sun Bronze, I'm just going to grab my multitasker and I'm going to apply it to my cheeks. So now I'm going to do a bit of highlighting, and using the Rimmel Match Perfection Fair Ivory shade, I am going to grab a little amount because you're not wanting too much, and what I do is apply it to my cheeks. And it doesn't look overly saturated because I'm just wanting that little bit of shine and glow. Apply it to my outer nose part and in the center. And that's all I'm really going to do. Just going to let that sit for a little bit just to help with the oiliness. Then I'm going to use a brush to buff it in. So grabbing the Expert Face Brush, it's a funny different, it's probably not what you would normally use, but I like it because it's a great textured brush. So running over, okay. Bit of shading on my nose. I'm just going to use my bronzer again and just use my brow brush, and I've just cleaned it off, and just kind of line the top half of my nose and just grabbing now my big powder brush and the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Without chucking it, just gonna apply it to the lightest areas first. and then with the rest just go over lightly. And now to just finish the look, don't really know what shade I want to go. Just to finish the look off, we're just going to grab the Rimmel Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses. It's just a contouring pencil, and we're just going to outline and kind of shade in my lips. Now, using the Models Prefer Moisture Lip Glossy Tint, I'm just going to go over top. So, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this greatly experimental makeup look. So I hope you can join me again for this experimental Monday. And if you liked it, please give a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. So I hope to see you again. Bye!